Hi everyone, Hari Om. So today we'll continue with extracts from a book, 4 chapters of freedom. Discipline for sadhana, tapas, swadhyaya, ishwar pranidhan constitute kriya yoga. So this is the definition of kriya yoga, and the word tapas literally means to burn, to create heat, or to produce energy. Usually, tapas is translated as asceticism, austerity, or penance, but really it means a process which completely illuminates the imperfections, the dross of the inner personality. It is said in Bhagavad Gita that the fire of Gyan burns the entire stock of karma, which means burns accumulated karmas, current karmas, and karmas already sacrificed. So, संचित प्रारब्ध क्रियमान तीनों तरह के कर्म नाश हो जाते हैं ज्ञान में है तो कर्म नाश. It is said, and but it is a long journey, depends on the evolution level of a person. So 7 भूमिकाएं हैं. It may take 15 years or more. Next, when the chitt is not freed from the sanskaras, it is capable of producing many more sanskaras, bodies, and reincarnations. Tapas also means conservation of heat and energy. First, tapas means creating heat and energy, and tapas means conservation of heat and energy. Next, rag is the liking accompanying pleasure, dvesh is the repulsion accompanying pain. So one has to go beyond these two uh, vrittis. Rag and dvesh bind us down to the lower levels of consciousness. So long as they are there, the mind cannot be raised to spiritual heights. It should be remembered that they are two sides of the same coin. Pleasures and pain both are painful. In the case of one who has discrimination, Vivek Shakti, all is painful because of pains due to change, acute suffering, sanskaras, and also due to gunas and vrittis in opposition. For example, a person may acquire a large property. He may look happy, but in the deep layers of mind, there will be acute anxiety. Thus, nothing is enjoyable according to us, is painful in the ultimate analysis. Pain is at the bottom, psychic pain. Next, property and wealth can become the cause of anxiety because one is afraid of losing the property and wealth. Psychiatrists do not usually understand this. They go on inquiring about petty matters which may not be the real cause of anxiety. The second point is that there is always a conflict between the three gunas and mental tendency. This must be properly understood. Next, suffering which has not yet come should be avoided. So, future pain is avoidable. In harvest, you are reaping Your reaping cannot be changed, but you can modify the next harvest by changing the seeds and other conditions. That is by changing your habits and beliefs and thoughts and feelings and man buddhi chitta ahankar. So new seeds have to be uh, sown and then harvested. In human life, there are certain karmas which have become ripe and their effects must be enjoyed in the form of destiny, in the form of happiness and misery. The karmas which ripen in the future may be disposed by the right action now. According to law of karma, there is one department which is beyond our control, but there is another department of karma which you can amend or modify. That is the gun you have not shot. You can stop it. For example, next, Vishesh, four stages of gunas: Vishesh, Avishesh, Ling Matra, and Aling are the stages of gunas. The first Vishesh is the mental state of Vitark. It is a state of particular experiences. The second state, without any particular, is the astral state called Vichar Samadhi in it. Third state called Anand is connected with the causal consciousness of Lingamatra, and the fourth called Asmita Samadhi is the Atmic state connected with Alinga. It is without any mark. The necessity of yoga practice. By the practice of parts of yoga, impurity diminishes until the rise of spiritual knowledge culminates in awareness of reality. Different aspects of yoga must be practiced step by step. Then the impurities are destroyed, giving rise to spiritual illumination, which results in true, deeper awareness of reality. With the awareness of reality, avidya and prakriti both disappear. In this sense, therefore, yoga is not joining, yoga is disjoining. The unfolding of Chiddijad Granthi happens with the help of Guru's grace and self effort also. It's Purusharth. 8 parts of yoga discipline we have already discussed. Ashtanga Yoga. When practiced universally without exception due to birth, place, time, circumstances, they become great disciplines. Way to remove disturbances. The best thing is to ponder over the opposite tendencies. Thus, hate is to be won over by love because they are the opposite of each other. So, one who is dishonest will have to practice honesty. But honest people are not valued, or they are not more successful than the liars and dishonest people, or people practicing chal kapat and different hera fairies. But it is only through honesty that one succeeds on spiritual path. This is called pratipaksh bhavna. Fruits of brahmacharya. Many scientists have said that virya is nothing but hormonal secretions. However, Patanjali does not agree with this. Virya also means indomitable courage, which is essential for sadhana. Thus, when firmly established in brahmacharya, the yogi gains vigor, energy, and courage. And brahmacharya is also eightfold. So, urdhvareta, ojas, tejas, everything comes in this with this brahmacharya only. As I have told before also, it is said in Gurbani, जाको हर रंग लागा लागो इस जुग में सो कहियत है सूरा ये शूरवीरों का मार्ग है. In number of difficulties and hurdles come within and without. Result of this mastery, thereby the pairs of opposites cease to have any impact. Dwandas, pairs of opposites, belong to the physical as well as the mental realms. These dvandvas must be overcome if we want to make progress in meditation, so our resistance must be increased to overcome the disturbance and hindrance caused by the dvandvas. There are many weaknesses in the personality which bring down the level of resistance, but a spiritual aspirant must have a high level of resistance which can be brought about by the practice of asana. Mastery over the senses. There is highest mastery over the sense organs by pratyahar. One who wants to meditate and dive deep into the depths of mind, it becomes very important to introvert oneself. That's involution from the world of objects. To penetrate into depths of mind, the contact with the object must be cut off. When the mind is in contact with the external world, it is not aware of the deeper facets of consciousness. There is no evolution of Atman or soul. By the practice of Pratyahar, we do not actually evolve. It is a process of involution. There are many kinds of Pratyahar, for example, Tratak, Nadyog, Jap, music, Kirtan, and so on. They are all meant for purifying the sense awareness and making it turn inward. It is impossible to go on to Dharana Dhyan unless the field of Pratyahar is crossed. There are many sadhanas available for Pratyahar. The Guru selects a suitable sadhana for the disciple at the time of initiation. Thank you. Hari Om.